So I just want to spend a few minutes walking through the process that a bride and groom go through, the journey that they go on, because if you can start to see your business in this process from the perspective of the people that are actually buying from you, it will make huge differences. So the big question has been asked, the will you marry me has been asked, and yes has been the response. What happens next? What is the next step in their journey? Well, firstly, it is window shopping. They're just getting ideas, they don't really know what they're doing, they've never planned anything like this before, so where on earth do they start? So they're looking on Google, they're looking on places like Etsy, not on the high street, they're going to wedding fairs, they're reading wedding magazines, wedding blogs, they are asking friends and family. So they're just mooching, they're just grabbing ideas. Now at this stage you need to be visible, because if you're not visible then they can't find you. So you need to be out there and you need to be really putting yourself and your brand in front of those brides and grooms. But that is a huge topic, you know, how on earth do you get visible? So the biggest step first, before you even start doing anything, there is no point writing blogs or doing your social media until you figure this out. You need to find your brand, because your brand is way more than just a logo and the colours that you use and the fonts that you use. Your brand is everything that runs through the backbone of your business, because once you've figured out your brand, once you've found your authentic self in what you're doing, you will find everything else easier. Do you know those times when you might be replying to an inquiry email, or you're trying to write a newsletter, or you're trying to do something and it just feels too difficult? Normally it's because you're trying to be something that you're not. You're not writing as you would speak, you're not kind of using your own voice. What you're doing is probably looking at what other people are doing and trying to replicate that, not in a copying way, but just in an inspiration way. But if you can find your own brand, not only does it make your life a million times easier because you have all of the different elements of your brand ready to go, it makes it easier for your brides and grooms to find you, because if they start to see your logo and your colours and images and products and services more and more on a consistent basis, then they are more likely to remember you, they are more likely to recognise you in the landscape of all the other wedding suppliers that are out there. So your challenge at this step in the journey is to be visible and to make sure that your brand is attracting your ideal bride. Because if you've got an idea of who you want to work with, who you really want to build your business around, you have to have a brand that attracts those into your business, because if it doesn't, then they won't click through, they won't go through to your website, they won't look further onto your Facebook page or your social media platforms. Your brand has to connect with your audience. So it has to connect with you and it has to connect with your audience. That is step one. If you haven't got that strong brand, then you will really struggle with the other stages in the journey. So in a dating kind of concept, the timeline of dating, this is when they're on Match.com. This is when they're kind of mooching, they're having a look to see if they fancy anyone's picture before they decide to inquire with them. And that is step number 2. You have been found. They have liked your picture, they have liked what they've seen, and they're kind of looking a little bit further. They're clicking through to your website, they're clicking through to your Facebook page, your social media platforms. They're actually taking a positive action to learn more about you. They like the look of you and they want to see how you can help them. So your challenge at this stage is to write words that really connect with them, that really talk to them. Now, we're talking about your copy here. These are the words that you use on your website. These are the words that you use in all of the stuff that you do, your newsletters, the inquiry emails, every piece of communication. It's all about writing it in a way that is really going to connect with your ideal bride, that is really going to make them feel that you get it, you know what they're worried about, and you know how to create their perfect wedding, whatever that is. So it is really about finding those right words. And this is where some really clever marketing can come in place, and it will really start to work for you, because if you're using words that resonate with your ideal brides, then kind of it will do the work for you, because they'll land on your website and you'll capture them. You know, you have a really small window in which to capture them, but your brand has attracted them to your website, and now your words are keeping them there. In the dating sense, this is the first date. This is where you are being witty and charming, and you're kind of engaging with them. You're getting on really well, rather than sitting there in silence, eating a meal, thinking, don't think I'm going to see this one again. So this is where you're starting to think, something could happen here. We could go on a second date. We could go on a third date. So this is where you need to connect with your brides and grooms, and your copy is your secret weapon, because when you can get the copy right, it kind of works for you automatically. So it makes everything easier. So once you've figured out your brand and you have these magic words which really resonate with your crowd, with your ideal brides, then already you are making massive leaps forward. So this is the stage that you start to build what we refer to as the know, like and trust factor. This is where you're trying to convince, trying to engage with your brides and grooms, trying to get them to know you, to like you and to trust you. So you do this through writing newsletters, through being your authentic self and not trying to be somebody else. Now, this is where they like the look of you and they keep coming back for more. They want to go on another date with you. So the third step, is now. You get the inquiry email. You've done all this legwork. You've done all this fantastic kind of brand building, and you've written the words which really attract your brides to you and keep them there. So you now get the inquiry email. They've clicked onto that inquire now or book now stage. So you're on the shortlist. This is where the couple are ready to make a decision. They're ready to part with their cash, and you are one of the potential people that they want to pay to be part of their wedding. Now, unfortunately, this is the stage where most wedding business owners kind of fall short, because you've already done the hard work. You've attracted them into you. Now, this bit should be quite easy, but it's having the right system in place, and it's having those extra bits which will wow your brides and grooms. And this is where you can start to really up level what you do. This is where you can start to really turn around your business and really get them to think, oh, wow, this business is bloody fantastic. I absolutely want them for my wedding. It creates that desire. And when you get that inquiry email, once you have a system in place, it makes it really easy for you, but it feels special and unique to the bride and groom. They feel special, and that is what your job now is. Your job is now one-on-one to be with that bride and groom and to make them feel special. But you can do it a lot easier than it sounds. You can be quite automated with it once you have the system in place. So in the dating sense, this is where things are getting serious. You're moving in together. You've been asked to meet the parents. This is your opportunity to wow, to make them choose you over the other people that they've emailed, because I'm sure that they have emailed other people. You're on a short list. They haven't decided you are the one. It's your opportunity now to really make them feel special. Then you will get to the next stage. And the next stage is you get the booking. Stage number 4. They have decided to say, yes, you are my wedding supplier. They've asked the question. They've asked the big question, will you be my wedding supplier? And you have said yes. So the couple have decided you are the one for them. Then what happens? they get a bit wobbly. They think, oh God, what happens now? What's the next step? Have we made the right decision? Now, this is the point where you can really, really up-level your business. And this is where you can start to change your pricing model to make sure that you are charging exactly what you are worth. Because this is where you make your brides and grooms feel so special that they are in absolute wow, that they are, oh God, I'm so glad that we had these for our wedding supplier. And it is only some little tweaks, some little ideas that you can do in your business that will really make this, give this the power that it needs, give this the wow that you give to your brides and grooms. It's your job to make them feel uniquely special, to make them feel that they have absolutely made the right decision. And this is, like I say, where you can really up-level your service. So this is where you go from being a regular supplier to a wow supplier, to a supplier that can be in total demand. And you may wonder, well, what is the point of really adding lots of stuff in here when I've already got the booking? So I kind of can't get anything else from them. The whole point is that this is where you wow your brides and grooms so much that when you ask for a testimonial, they will absolutely love you. And that social proof will secure your bookings for the future. That social proof will mean that you can really start charging what you are worth. And this is where you really start to build your successful wedding business without running around being that kind of crazy manic person just because you're going from order to order to order. You start doing less orders for cheap and you do the orders for more money. You start to change your pricing. You start to charge what you know you should be charging. And you've got the social proof there. You've got the systems in place there. You've got all of the facets that make you that luxury wedding supplier, that make you that big wedding supplier, that puts you way above the competition. It turns you into the flamingo in a flock of pigeons. So the last stage of the process, the last stage of the journey is, it's the big day. This is when you do your delivery and you get your feedback. So it may well be that you provide your wedding service before the wedding, after the wedding, or on the big day. Wherever you fall, this is your big day. This is like the day that you're saying, I do. So the bride and groom have now got to the point where, of course, they will expect you to deliver what you've said you will deliver. But this, again, is an opportunity for you to up-level and for you to package it all together, to tie that final bow, but not just a normal bow, a bow that's got like glitter and sparkles and all this special stuff added to it. This is where you can really make a difference. And again, it is about the packaging. It's about making sure that your brand is complete. So the packaging of how you deliver your service, whether it's a physical service, whether it's you, whether it's, you know, you're at the wedding, or whether it's a product that you're delivering. It is all about the packaging. And then you need to have a system in place which allows you to ask for that feedback. It's almost automatic. You already have everything that you need in place, and it is getting that feedback and doing something with it, because this is the social proof. This is what you can then use in all of your marketing to make you to be that desired wedding supplier. And it means that you will get far more kudos for what you do. You will become this super successful wedding business, and you will go from just being, yeah, doing okay, to, whoa, this is a big business for me. This is working. All of the pieces of the puzzle have come together. So that is the journey that a bride and groom go through. But you also have other aspects of your business that are really, really important. You need to have the right mindset. You need to make sure that you are being positive about everything you're doing in your business. And that can be very difficult when you're on your own and you're not quite, you know, you just kind of, other people around you don't get it because they're not in the business. Or you might have somebody else who is a wedding supplier that you know, but you're not going to share your deep, dark secrets with them because that opens you up. It kind of makes you feel vulnerable. So you need the right mindset. You need the basics for running a successful business. So you need to know how to schedule your time. You need to know how to do all of the things that mean that you start to build the foundations that you need in place to build this business. So things around how you schedule, how you book appointments, the extra bits that you need just to kind of make the system efficient for you. So your wedding business kit is important. You also have how to grow your wedding business, because yes, it's all fair and well doing what you're doing at the moment. But if you want to grow, it may well be that you need to introduce new products and services, that you need to look at the portfolio that you offer and see whether it actually delivers what people want. It might be that you're considering doing some things online or doing some digital products, or it might be that you could do workshops if you're a maker of products, or you do something which you can share that skill with people. So there are ways that you can bring in new streams of income into your business in addition to the do of everyday life. Because let's say, for example, you make accessories for weddings. Now, if you're hand making them, there is a limit to how many you can get done in a day, how many you can get done in a week, and how many you can get done in a month. So there's a cap on how much you can earn, unless you start to, really up level what you do and change the packaging and change the way that you do it so that people are willing to pay more for it. Create that real desire that means that money becomes way less of a priority. But in that instance, it may well be that you could offer workshops and you could teach people how to make these items themselves. And that would really mean that you start to build a different income stream in your business. And you will always still get the orders through, because you have two types of people. You have people that are willing to give it a go themselves, and you have people that go, there is no chance I'm going to make that. I need to pay to have it done for me. So you're opening yourself out to new markets, and that is what we cover in the Grow Your Wedding Business module. So everything I've talked about today, plus lots more, is what is included in the Ultimate Wedding Business Growth Program. It's a 360-degree online program that has literally everything that you need to build a successful business. You have 6 months of tutorials of workbooks with 12 months of active support from me in a private closed Facebook group. You have forever access to everything. So you will get new modules released on a regular basis, but you don't have to work through all of them in one go, because it can feel overwhelming. You choose the ones that are going to work best for you and you focus on them. But you have all of that ready for you when you are ready to up level and when you're ready to make a change. So you might think, right, I need to focus on PR. So you would go into the PR module. I need to focus on how I can update my packaging. So you would go into your packaging module. We don't talk just about the how. This is a very, very practical program where it talks you through the to-do. It talks you through how you physically do this. So it's not just theory. This is how you create these things. So everything I've talked about on that bride journey, there is so many things that go into all of those. But I'm not going to sit there and say, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do the other. I will say, this is how you do this, this is how you do that, this is how you create your brochure, this is how you create your brand, how you create a logo, how you do your colours, how you choose your fonts. This is how you do all of the aspects that I've talked about, all of the things that you can really change that will add that wow factor, because that is how you go from being an okay wedding business to being an amazing wedding business. That's where you really up level. That's where you can really start charging what you're worth and stop manically running around doing all of this stuff without the systems in place to support you. This is creating those systems for you. This is having them so they're physical things that you use every single day in your business. This isn't one of those things that's just, I'll listen to a class and then I'll never do anything with it. The classes are showing you and talking you through, holding your hand how to do everything. So if you are interested in signing up, I would absolutely love to see you in this program. I'm so excited about it. I've got some fantastic stuff planned. So you and me for 12 months, fully supported. I mean, what difference would one booking make to you once a month? One extra booking once every 2 weeks? One extra booking once a week? And we can definitely do that. We can get you a couple of bookings extra every single month. And once you start to do that, imagine the difference that has to your life. Imagine how you can change what you're doing. Imagine what impact that is going to have on you and your family and your time when you get this system in place and you start charging what you know you can charge. So if you're ready to really build this successful wedding business and to stop playing small and to get serious, I want to just tell you about an offer which runs out on Tuesday the 15th of March. Now the programme is £1,500. However, if you sign up before Tuesday the 15th of March, you can get it on an early bird rate of £797. Or you can pay over 12 months at just over £66 a month. Now I know you're sitting there thinking, oh, that is a lot of money. But just imagine the difference that one extra booking would make. And all it would take is 1 or 2 extra bookings to cover your investment in this programme. And you get 12 months of support. Now, if you sign up as well before Tuesday the 15th, I am going to throw in an extra special bonus, and that is a ticket to an accelerator day, which is going to be a full day face-to-face training with me in Birmingham, where we will really focus on your business, and you will spend the entire day in a workshop going through all sorts of different things that will really accelerate your business and get you moving. Now the price of those tickets are going to go on sale at £135, but you will get one of those for free, but only if you sign up by Tuesday. Now the workshop will be a really small group of people, just so we can make sure that you get super duper focused and you will really start to move forward in your business. So that alone is a fantastic day, which I'm very, very excited about. So if you sign up before Tuesday the 15th, you can save over £800 with the saving from the programme on the early bird rate and the free ticket to the accelerator day. So I would really, really love to see you. If you have any questions and you're just wondering whether this is the right time for you, then please do drop me an email, emma@weddingbizbootcamp.com, or just reply to this message or comment below on the video and I will come back to you, because I want to make sure that you're investing in the right thing, and I will be very open and honest as to whether I think it is right for you. Personally, this programme is for any wedding business owner who is ready to step up, be brave and stand out. If you want to be that flamingo in the flock of pigeons, this is absolutely the right programme for you. And I can't wait to see you inside. All right, I shall speak to you really, really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.